that's a good thing. So yeah, trying to figure all that out. Little things that I'm trying to knock at least one thing off a day, but sometimes it's just phone calls and trying to
Yeah.
figure some stuff out and all that. So yeah, but I think I'm actually kind of starting to settle back in a little bit. And
Are you like a post-it note? Like I have these on my desk and I can't get rid of them until I take care of it.
yep,
I
that's
have
me.
to, I only have two on my desk right now, so that's good.
It's just little things like cause I'll think of some things, my mind's always going and I'll like write it down, like, okay, write that
Yeah.
down. And then and it doesn't get to go away. You're right. Until I actually do it. So that's
Yeah.
after this call, that's pretty much, I have to send cards because I'm going to be behind. I've got some birthdays coming up on March 1st and I'm like, they should have gone out
Uh-oh.
yesterday. And so, yeah.
So I don't know exactly what was going on there, guys, but I was on and the Zoom wasn't working. I have no idea. My husband and I are both on, he's got two computers now. I think he turned one off, but I was trying to get on. I saw where Sherry had gotten on, but I could not get to the right, I couldn't get on. So I'm on, but sorry.
It's
I
okay.
just went out and yelled at him. Huh?
It happens.
It all works out.
Well, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but I don't know it since we've both been working on computers all the time. I didn't realize it until just like in the last week, it's been a pain in the butt. I said some words you would not believe that you would not put in a card.
Oh,
But you might put them in a card, but nobody would want any more cards from you.
that's
Um,
right.
Jennifer, I saw your cute little pictures when you were younger. I missed last night, so I listened to it later. And yeah, those are adorable.
They-
Well, I literally had them in an order and Philip doesn't know how Zoom works, but it should have worked. That's what was so stupid because we had them in an order. Thank you though. So I did my story last night in Success Connect, but kind of a weird, I showed some pictures and you don't want to see these pictures. I went through some rough stuff. But don't we all, I guess that's what they said last night anyway. But the getting to it was the hard part. I couldn't even get to it. I was like, oh my gosh. Afterwards, Shelly reached out or I said, I am so sorry. I don't know why that wasn't working. She goes, oh, it's just, we are all doing, Shelly knows all kinds of, Zoom or tools and there were things she showed me, although I knew some things that she didn't know, but for that call last night, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So it was pretty much a pain in the butt, but I was on another line somewhere and I am still not sure what the heck I was doing. I'll have to figure that out, I guess, for the next week. I don't know that Zoom always works 100% of the time though.
Well, I think it's just, it's
Overloaded.
a year in the process. It's a year in the process right now. So.
Yeah, it's overloaded. But did you guys talk about anything?
Let's see. I fixed my hair and no, I'm just
We
It
talked
was
about
a-
post-it notes.
It was a long time. I know. I was trying to
No.
get on. Because I was telling Nicole earlier, Cody did a thing last night. Did you guys hear it? Because I think it just kind of depended on who was going to be on, but I'm not sure that I'm even hosting this. Am I?
No, you gave the hosting to Sherry.
Okay.
Really?
Well,
Well,
I
good thing,
saw
so
that
I
when
won't-
because you froze and then you went off
And it gave it.
and it said Sherry's now hosting. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Hey, Sherry.
Okay. She's funny. All right. So the reason, one of the things is, let me shut the door here. My dog comes in and she opens the door and then she shuts it. She looks at me like, what's wrong with you? But I was thinking I was telling Nicole this morning that the thing that Cody did last night, after he talked about who got the fast bonus or the, fast whatever and everything. But I thought that was really kind of, it was good. So I had actually had that kind of ready. I figured we could watch it, but if you guys have already seen it, but sounds like Sherry hasn't, and I don't know if Nicole has. So, but Polly and I, gosh, you know, when he says his dad died 6 years ago or something.
I was like kind of shocked on that because I'm like, it just seems like a couple years ago that I saw him.
Yeah. So
But-
Cody's dad, Sherry, he went to a couple conventions at least.
He went to every convention up until
Yeah.
he passed.
And
And
he
I
was
think that
actually-
last convention must have been 6 years ago that
Right.
I
Right.
was, because he and I stood and talked for a long time. And I remember it because I'm just like, oh my God,
Yeah.
because he's just, sometimes, when you see people on the stage or you see, like, he came up to me, we were watching, it was when they were doing all those little interview things. So like Dave and Lori Smith, they were like they were videotaping and we stood off to the side and just chatted probably for 20 minutes or something. And I'm like, it was so nice.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, well, and I didn't talk to him, but I remember maybe I was standing with you and you were talking to him or something, but I remember him I didn't think, I mean, Cody's a small guy. He's a short dude.
Yeah, his dad was a big guy.
And his dad in my mind, his dad was a lot bigger. And when he was telling the story, part of the convention was him telling the story of how Cody's brother, how he died, that story about him dying, I guess was part of the memory of that convention. And I probably have I've gone to pretty much all of them, except for the fact that we didn't have one last year, an official one. Maybe not, maybe there were a few in there I didn't go to, but maybe when you guys went to Walt Disney World or something, because you had one.
I only missed one because somebody had to get married. Like, got married during my convention. I was trying to figure out, can I go? Can I fly back in? I'm like, I just could not make the math work.
But we had a lot of fun at the ones we did go to. I mean, it's a fun event, and hopefully they'll get back to that. I mean, I do probably think that the Zoom virtual world has proven to be a lot less expensive for them, and all those kind of things. But anyway, his presentation or whatever last night, he talks about his dad.
Right.
And the whole thing. So if I can track it down,
I can watch it. I can follow.
Okay.
I can call it up and
It's
watch.
it's this top in the affiliate thing.
yeah,
It's the top.
yeah. Well, my thought
Post.
is, and it's really not for you, Sherry, as much because I think you're on top of stuff. You're looking for stuff. I think it's like Catherine doesn't always know. Dawn, they're all wanting information, and that official group has got a lot of great information. So I try to pull it over and put it in ours, but I think I went in and I was trying to see if Dawn was in there. I was trying to see if Catherine.
I think they're not in that one yet because I
Yeah.
tried to send them stuff. And
Yeah,
they
so I
didn't.
think,
Just invite them.
yeah,
we
and,
did. We did.
we have a couple times.
Twice.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean, I think they just have to be let in by corporate.
okay. So
And as long as you're inviting them, it almost should automatically happen.
okay.
I just
well,
wonder if they missed it.
Yeah,
You get
well,
so
I
many.
think- don't they have to
notifications.
respond?
Yes, they
Yeah,
have to. Yeah.
Oh, do they? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems like it should be that easy. But I think they have to do something on their end. And I know that Dawn was on the call last week with Nicole and I, and we were talking about she wants to use the stream marketing. She's still got some questions. Catherine, I'm not sure what her questions
Catherine
were.
is with the client with the dog. So
Catherine?
when
Okay.
Catherine, so when she is done, she'll hop on.
Great.
And Dawn's trying to hop on now. Do you see anybody in the waiting room?
No, that's why I was so shocked. I was
Well,
just,
she had a call. So
okay,
so-
well, good. Maybe they'll jump on. What I guess I would
Oh.
say is, there's John. Sherry, do you have
Sherry.
a question?
I have a question about the streaming. If somebody signs up for that, and he's a musician, can he put his
I know. Doesn't it look like that's her hair?
It does. I was like,
Beautiful,
I
Dawn.
oh,
Gorgeous.
She says to us, she goes,
Wow.
I didn't have time to do my hair. No, you didn't.
I know, that's so funny.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll move.
Okay.
Relocating. No.
No, Dawn, go back there. I like that.
I know that was funny. I didn't know if Dawn, I mean, I first saw it and I thought, am I the only one thing?
Okay.
Well,
Boy, did
Jennifer,
I
I
need to,
saw your face and I couldn't hold it in.
I know, I was, oh, I needed to laugh. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Dawn. That was great.
Anytime.
So Sherry, I don't know if I know the answer, but what's your question again?
It's a musician and they were asking if they
Yes, the answer is yes. Absolutely. Sign him up.
He does not know. He does not know the answer. I
just
think
kidding.
it's a yes, though. I do think it is a yes. Because
You want to put, he wants to put his music on there? Is that?
yeah,
I would
it's
think
good.
so, but yeah.
I mean, because that takes a lot of space.
Well, is that okay? The space, I guess, is not really the question because
Okay.
I mean, the question is the space, but I'm thinking like it's original music, right? Or something.
Yes.
Okay. Cause then you get into the silly, all the other stuff. When I try to do something on, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know, that would probably be, now this is the question that Nicole and Dawn and I kind of were talking about last week, and it does have something to do with this. Once you have an account, you go into the support tab, which I've got an account now, I'm using all these things. There's a support tab and there are probably 20 videos that are accessible then. So when you're not an account user yet, all they have, well, and I don't mean to say it like all they have, but they have like maybe eight videos. Once you get in, then you've got all this more access. And I've had 2 technical calls with them. I've gotten my answers. I think I will probably be doing more. And because I told Nicole, they're 15 minutes. You can't get much done in 15 minutes. But as far as holding all that music, I think that is interesting. I mean, depending on how much music he had to put on there.
But wouldn't that have to do with his computer though? I mean, because they said we have unlimited pages, we have
Yeah.
unlimited.
You know what? Maybe I can log into my account real quick and see if, I can't do that.
Why don't you make a note, Jennifer, just since
Yeah.
you've already signed up for it. I'm holding because I'm trying to do it. I'm waiting for a logo. So I'm
Okay.
kind of waiting to do it
So-
until I get my logo.
Especially, I mean, my gut instinct would be yes. Does he wants to put his music there. He doesn't want to put a link to something else where they could play it there, but that could be his marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Where it would direct to
Yeah,
another.
where basically like my pages on
Yeah.
my
It could be like a link to somewhere else. I mean, right now he's on YouTube.
okay.
And a lot of people just watch him on YouTube.
Well,
Oh, well,
Well,
that's what you do. You link it.
yeah.
It could be like a landing page and like he
Yeah.
can talk about it. It can advertise because there's supposed to be so much advertising, right? Polly in SEO, the search engine words. It's, 'cause think of it as his marketing tool to get him to, the YouTube or, what it is he's selling, his
Mhm.
service. So
Yeah.
that's
And once you create it, it is live. It's just literally, I think that was the question Dawn and Nicole and I said something, or maybe we did a couple weeks ago, but just talking about, it's like when I asked them, she said, oh, it's live. People just don't know it's
Amazing.
there.
as soon as you
Unless-
hit save.
You have to
Boom.
hit save, but once you do that, it's out there. But then, I mean, the big thing, and I think we're all kind of, where do you put it? You put it everywhere. If you want people to find him on YouTube, you make these things and then it captures the email, which is
That's
not
amazing.
always, I don't know, YouTube, we have a YouTube channel, but I don't know that I've even ever looked at it as far as there may be, I think we've had a few comments on our videos and some of them have been watched a bunch and some of them haven't been watched, no. But I think that's it, Nicole, I think that's it. YouTube is for that kind of thing, but you put the link there and then he could, you know, he can alter it as he wants to, or he could put pages on and, you know, I mean, it could be massive, or you can have 100 different websites and they use that as the number. I don't know if anybody could really monitor that, but I think even if you had 200, if you are stupid enough to get that kind of, sorry guys, that would be a lot. But that, I don't know, that's probably, but I can go in and check and see if there's any kind of video in there that talks about that. But there are a lot of resources inside of the system once you get in there. And I don't know that there's any kind of, I don't know if there's any kind of commitment, like you've got to do this for, you know, so long. I mean, send out
I
cards.
don't think so.
Yeah, send out cards has always been pretty, I mean, you're not committed. There are no contracts.
But would your website, I'm just asking, because I'm not a
Right.
techie, would your website would come down then, right? If you stop the service, then
Yeah,
your website would come down?
yeah, I'm sure it would.
Yeah, because it's not being hosted anymore, because their whole thing is they will host it and will do all that.
And Nicole and I were, I don't know, Nicole and Dawn, I think we were talking about now, if you go look, it's nowsite.com. I think if you put it into, that's what it's being. So it doesn't belong, the information doesn't belong to Greener still, but it's kind of like what Holly just said, though. It's through nowsite. No, it's not nowsite. It's now.site. I think if you put it into a Google search, it's going to bring it up. It's a marketing
Now.site.
now.site.
Did we figure out if a business entity had decided to discontinue, does all of that content, can they take it with them and transfer it to another site? Or does NowSite have any rights to the content or information that is posted there?
Well, we talked about that a little bit last week. All I would suggest is, I don't know. I was just going to say I was going to go in and look, but I can't because we're recording, which is fine. We're recording, and I know a couple people, I think Sherry said last week, thanks for doing that or whatever. That was nice. But I would say you go in and you would just copy and paste everything, get it out of there. Once, if you would decide to leave it, it wouldn't be hosted anymore, it'd be gone. You know, you're only paying per month. So you just, I don't know what they would do with your information. Yes, I'm Nicole. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say.
No. Always, no matter what you do, always back it up. Back it. My blogs that I do on mine, I write them on my PDF in Word, and then I copy and paste and like pictures. So like, for example, Jennifer, we both use Bluehost and Daniel. If we decide to go to a different host, we can migrate it. However, because we've got WordPress, but some platforms like Wix, W-I-X, you can't do that. You will lose it, as Dawn's nodding. You will lose it. So that is a really important question for us to find out, because it makes such a difference if you spend so much time on your site for it to look a certain way and to be able to migrate it, or if you, even if you have this stuff backed up, then to lose it, if that makes sense. So that's a really good question. That's
I'm seeing if maybe I can check it out. If I can't, I will try to find it and send it to you guys. Or put it in the group for sure.
Okay.
But I'm just looking here at that. Well, I don't know if I can get in. I think it's kind of like last night when I couldn't get into the stupid thing. Because I'm not sure how to get into that part of the thing without it being open. You know how? You know what I
that's
mean?
okay. We'll just
Yeah.
make maybe your next tech call, you can ask. you know,
I'm
and-
sure I'm gonna have more because I have to figure.
Make a
this
list of
out.
questions.
Yeah, well, and it's actually been, well, maybe if I just go into stream marketing, it'll pull up what I have. Stream marketing, there it is. Okay, let's see if I can open it up. Oh, that'd be wonderful. Because once they know who you are,
Mhm.
I think, hopefully, okay, it's redirecting. Maybe I'll get in here now. Maybe I'll find it and then I can share it with you guys at the same time. Or maybe there's a, no, I do not want to there. Why do things pop up here? So connect your email, connect, okay, access billing information, connect Facebook business account, change password, change profile, download mobile app. There is a mobile app. This tour will show you how you can down. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that because there's too many things that I've had that I've been wondering.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was thinking there has to be.
While you're looking, has anyone signed up for the prompting view?
I
Anyone
haven't.
signed-
We're about to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm struggling, so I'm kind of doing it through Gary, and for some reason his account is not working properly. So we're splitting off some of our stuff because everything's been under the business. I'm the business and he's the wine. So,
Oh, sure.
so looking to probably buy the entrepreneur package just because I want to get the diffuser. And I mean, there's just some things, and monetarily, it's probably going to make more sense just to get the entrepreneur package.
Because with the
So
entrepreneur, you get
You
the
get the-
you get
the
you get a
year
year
for
of prompting
free.
you, which I was going to do that anyway, but then I wanted the diffuser, and then okay, wait a minute, hold on. It's starting to add up.
It,
So I
yeah.
was already at like 400 or something. And so I'm like, okay, for a couple of extra hundred, I'll
Mhm.
just go ahead and do the entrepreneur. And then that way I get to try some other products that maybe I wouldn't have tried and see. So
So, Polly and Jennifer, do you both have the blanket?
I do.
Is
I do
it,
not.
is it not, how big is it? And is it nice? And, I mean, is it nice?
Oh, it's very nice. I haven't unwrapped it. Let me go grab it because I can show you. And I'm looking, I said 20 videos. There are probably 20,000. I did not know there were this many. Change website, filter, duplicate. I'll go get it though, Sherry. And so I'm going to find out about this though, as far as the what happens, can you migrate? And I don't see that popping up on any of them, but there's still all kinds. Talks about team. What are you thinking about buying it? Buying a ticket?
Yes, I have a friend / client that has cancer, and I
Oh,
would be a nice gift to send.
okay,
Sweet.
website keywords. There's everything. Let me go get it.
does
I-
not shock me that you haven't opened it.
Oh, I know. I wanted to show it to everybody. My husband's been eating the
Mine would be
candy.
folded. I'd have to hide mine. Both my girls would be like,
Yeah, I know.
back away. And the cats.
So isn't it, okay, this tool, how to keep track, okay, that's not it. This tool, the other thing is I did see a button on here, Nicole and everybody, that you can actually add a Stripe account to this.
I thought they said that. Yay.
so
I don't know
that's
much
nice.
about Stripe, but that's
Stripe,
awesome.
We've heard, at least what I know, Stripe is pretty simple, right? Isn't it a way to
I
catch?
don't know how it is, but I don't know how much it is though. I'm gonna Google real quick.
Okay,
'cause I'm
and I
It's a
curious.
Stripe account.
Stripe,
It's like a PayPal, like a
Oh, okay.
safe a button that you can bear with me 1 second, y'all. Let me see.
yeah, if you can share that.
Stripe.
Let me go grab the blanket and I'll try to, but Dawn, I think the question is probably embedded in one of those videos. And as soon as I can, and maybe I can even show you guys the screen. After yesterday, you guys don't have any clue how terribly horrible, well, Dawn and Nicole do, how terrible my sharing ability was. Let's see. Okay, so can you all see that? That's okay. Let me real quick do that. I will grab the blanket, but This is, so these are all the videos. So there's they're walkthroughs, let's say that. So if you see, and there's also an affiliate program at the bottom. So that's what probably Send Out Cards as a company is doing. You know what I mean? They're an affiliate, so they sell it to other people, which is all of us. And that's what there is a, then they whatever, it works for they get paid on that, which that's what most of these companies are doing, an affiliate program. Does anybody see anything that would be, they're talking about ads?
Is there
Duplicate a
a-
website,
Huh?
duplicate a website, isn't that kind of what somebody,
Well, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know, it's not letting me click. All right, well then maybe view the
you
walkthrough.
walk through?
So there you go. So click to start. Oh, it's actually walking you through it. To start, click on your website. Okay, so what do I have? I have a few.
You have, wow.
So let's say I go to click on my website. Is that what it's saying? Okay, click on my website. So now it should pop up somewhere. The walkthroughs. Well, I must have not done it right. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Stream marketing. Okay. If it takes me back, okay. It says to click on your website, right? So I clicked on my website. It should pop up and give me another pop-up, but that's the idea. You follow the walkthrough, but I don't see it. Do you see where the walkthrough button is? It's supposed to walk me through it. But all of those, and I don't know if it's because I got it wrong or whatever, but you come in here, this is and I don't have to spend a lot of time on here, but if you've got an account, see what I did was I watched Jordan's call like 2 weeks ago, and his call was, they have some things, I just deleted those and went back and added my own stuff. So you come in here, you figure out, you get your website, which one is the website? So this is the website, I'm already there, but I'll show you again. Okay, so click on here, this opens it up, then you go through, this is to literally create what you see here. If you want to add a page, you can do that. But then this is Success Connect. I added that, that's the name of it. Website settings. This is the waiting list is what I'm calling this page. And then this is your own domain, whatever that is, but it's now.site is on the end. And then if you can see, let's see, Success Connect. I don't know, where does that go? Well, anyway, I think it could be there, but it's not. But this is join us. You see this up here? This is what's there. And you go down and you can add. Now there's certain, in some of the areas, there's only so much you can add because there's certain character limits and stuff. But this is, and then you come in and it's a business service and it's sales, because that was the only thing that actually made any sense. And then I went on and the contact form, you actually do that through the editing. But then you go up and you just always make sure you save it. So it's all, if I'd made any changes, it would add it and it tells you that. Then you go here and literally, I probably didn't have to go all the way out again. But if you're going to go into this, when you go into this and you want to edit anything, then you hit the button that is a little pencil. And that's what I just did. So I don't know, that's kind of a very quick overview, but what you do, and then you edit it, and then you can go and you can add sections to it. Or like if I click, well, like actually you have to come over here. Well,
There's a place for videos. So there's his music, that person's music could probably go right there in the videos.
yeah, but you can pull it over, drag it over. What Jordan did was they have kind of a template you start with. Not kind of, they do have a template. And then you can just add your own, take everything out that you can just put stuff in where they had it, or you can take it out like Jordan did. And that's what I ended up doing, because the big challenge I had, I still don't quite understand how to do it the other way, but I deleted theirs and I added this logo in that space. You guys probably, you got to understand, technically, I am so computer savvy, I am not. Or
You're doing awesome. Look what you did.
But
I was saying.
so good.
Absolutely.
Thank you. But I did create that. It was okay. But you have to kind of know where different things happen. And then she was taking me, this technical lady's taking me through all this stuff. She goes, we do that and it clicks on that. And then see, so you just kind of have to figure out where to put things. Now, if you, thank you though, Nicole, I appreciate that. If you go and you want to change a picture, let's see, I'm going to not go to that one, I'll go to this one. You go in and you want to change a picture or something, you do that, you click on this. If I wanted to, I'm not going to, but I've got this in here, finally figured out how to do that. If I wanted to change it, you go here and you change. This doesn't have a subheading, it doesn't have a main heading because it's in the picture. You know what I mean? I didn't need to add anything. But then I hit that and then it brings up this. So you could go in here and I don't know, you know, maybe let's see, Dawn, here's travel. If I wanted to, I could click on one of these and that would actually replace it. Now I'm not going to actually do that, but they give you all kinds of pictures and stuff that you could choose from, or you can upload your own. So if I go back to this and I don't want to pick one of theirs, I just want to change this one, I would literally click on that and it would take me to wherever I want to go to pick up pictures, or, you know, I've got about 4 different places that I would, but I'm gonna cancel that, keep that. And then I'm just gonna hit, I guess I'm gonna cancel that and get out. And then I always just kind of go saving. But you know, it was funny because when I watched Jordan, he was literally doing the majority of what I was doing. You know, I mean, what he was struggling around there. He goes, see, I don't know why this happens like this. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure this out, or whatever he said. And this wasn't last night's call, but it was last week or whatever. So, but they're all separate little boxes. I go in here. The thing that's really cool about what these are is it collects emails for you, you know, and our website, I think, does ask people for their emails to put on a waiting list, but most people are not waiting list. I'm sorry, like a newsletter list, but nobody's excited about a newsletter or, you know, stay up with
I am. No,
no, but I mean, you know, that's what I picked up from Jennifer Allwood's thing, Nicole. That was kind of like, you know, it makes sense. But every time I want to test this to see if it worked, I have to literally go through and put my name in. And so I'm ending up with a lot of you know, test ones, but it does work, because then I get a email saying you have a new contact. But then it also creates the newsletter, or no, I'm sorry, it creates the email list. So I can go back in and email somebody out from there. And that's what the value of this for me is, that, yeah, we have a website that has Success Connect on it, but it doesn't collect emails. And I like that. Now these you can change out. Right now they're just generic people, but I went in, literally, I think I had a couple events that were from before pandemic, and then, but none of it looked quite right. So I just left what they had. But then you know, this literally, I think up here, I think it might take them to the page, I think, but you can just send them back to whatever website you want to take them back to. But it's really pretty cool because it does give you, it contacts you, or it gives you a notice when, and this is what it looks like. Now this, I don't know exactly what they expect, because that's what I'm going to put here. So, and I wouldn't leave that with nothing. So I put that back up there, but then it just looks like that. And that's pretty much it. it's not too exciting, but it definitely is doing what I need it to do. So if that makes sense.
Great.
On the Stripe, it's interesting because usually like any kind of those accounts are like monthly charges, but they charge for one, you don't have to, there's no commitment, nothing. It's per transaction. So it would be like 2.9% of your total, my plus 30 cents. So I took $30. So of $30, they would take $1.17, just to kind of give you an idea.
And
So
see,
just a little bit, but they do a lot though. It says everything you need to manage payments, get hundreds of feature updates, no setup fees, hidden fees, and get started within minutes. But I wonder if there's something on there about Stripe, something in the greener still.
Oh, well,
since
it
they
does
use that.
say adding, it does have it does have the whatever that I was, but I didn't see it where I was just at, but I think it does have the, it has a video that said adding Stripe,
Ah,
which
nice.
would be really cool. Because if I could collect payments that way. And I realized, but I don't know what QuickBooks is. I know Lisa does my, I'm sorry, I'm clicking around here, guys. I'm coming back. I don't know exactly the price on QuickBooks, but every time she puts a payment in the account, it's really exciting until I see the QuickBooks payment come out because it's just been processed through there. It's not terrible, but I don't think the 30, that's not a bad amount for a $30 transaction.
No, really, $1.17, not bad.
No. So anyway, that would, I do, well, I know you guys are, but go ahead. What can I tell anybody?
I have to hop off in 3 minutes. So I'm so sorry. I got to get Lainey.
That's okay.
But I'm so glad that you guys are here. And thank you for showing all that, Jennifer.
Well, I don't know if it helps anybody, but at least definitely it makes sense. Where are you guys?
So with that,
Okay.
with that membership, you get how many websites, or do you have to pay
Unlimited.
unlimited?
So let's all be realistic here. If you were helping somebody,
Yeah, you wouldn't. So hopefully somebody doesn't probably want a whole bunch to even maintain, but
you could,
but yeah,
yeah, I mean, literally somebody wants to come in here and this is a business they're running or something. I mean, let's be real. They could put whatever they want in there. And if they wanted to, like, right, I've got like 4 or 5 right there. Now those green are still, once you set the account up or once you get in and you've activated it, those 3, I think there were 3 of them that popped up for greener still. And I'm not going to use it. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I shouldn't say that. Maybe I will. But they kind of pre-populate with some things. And then the other thing, what was it? Oh, because Jordan was talking last week, I think on his call, about how he's going to put it out there. He's got a Promptings You. He's saying, hey, come in, sign up through my account. So he does it kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would have to, how does he do that? Because he was talking about it last week, saying that he literally just putting it out to his friends and stuff. Hey.
well, I mean, yeah, it's like he's like promoting for Prompting You. I think he's promoting like one course at a time. Like he'll kind of promote that one course, but you'll get like these other 40,
Right.
know?
Yes,
That's
exactly.
smart.
So okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking crazy. So yes, he's got the stream marketing, which he's advertising Prompting You. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. You have, but you're paying for both. But if you're putting it out there, Jordan Adler, come on, let's get real.
It was funny buying last night. He like bought Stream VA. Bye, Nicole.
Bye, see ya.
Thank you so much.
So what did you say, Polly?
Oh, no, I mean, but he was funny last night because he was like, he upgraded his send out card account to the 147 and he tried to buy some Blue 42 things, but his screen froze. And then he went in and he bought the Stream VA because he's going to have them start going through his Facebook. I am curious if they'll do LinkedIn. If they did LinkedIn,
I don't think they're quite to LinkedIn yet, are they?
I don't know. I mean, I would think it would be the same premise.
Yeah. So the Stream VA, literally, they'll go into your send out cards account and they'll they'll make sure it gets all organized and.
Yeah, their big thing is going into your Facebook and then private messaging. Their people are getting clients out of it because, you know, they're going in, they have no preconceived idea of, you know, your people. And, you know, if somebody was on your chicken list or something and you want to go in and maybe you kind of put them off like, oh, I've got 16 other people I could contact before I contact them. And who knows? I mean, that, you know, the VA acts on your behalf. But there's somebody posted today, I think, that somebody reached out to her just to make sure it was legit, you know, that the VA was like a legit person or whatever. But otherwise, then they signed up for an account. So,
But-
okay.
Yeah, because they're calling, I think that was the thing, they're calling people with the idea that, here, I'm Sherry Nelson's assistant, I'm calling, you know, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, well, I did the private messaging. Yeah, they're private messaging.
Or whatever.
Everybody,
yeah,
yeah.
private.
But,
I thought
but
that,
they're also like, you know, if you want to connect personally with so-and-so, then here's their calendar link. Or if you want to connect, you know, here's their cell number. It's all private message. So
yeah, so they're just, yeah. Dawn, I'll keep my eyes open for the question though about the migration. I'll keep because I don't know. I would think all you would do is go in there and just export it. You know, as far as your contacts, as far as your content, I don't know. Right? Is that what Nicole was talking about with migration from, you can't do
Yep.
that from Wix?
yeah.
Because I
Right.
know our website a while back was Wix, right?
Yeah,
Wix
the
or
website that,
Gina.
what was, yeah, that Gina created for me was through Wix. And I don't have the site anymore or the information that was on it.
Oh
So,
boy. Yeah.
That's a good question. But if you bet.
Before you let something go, you need to make sure all the information is someplace else.
Well, definitely, as far as, I don't know about the migration thing, but yeah. Sherry, does anybody have any questions?
No, no.
Questions, any issues?
my issue, I wanted to go ahead as a client and sign up for the Promptings U.
Mhm.
It was Nicole that gave me the information or the referral link back in December to the new opportunity that was coming out through Greener Still. But I had a year or two ago, I had a Send Out Cards account with under Jennifer.
Mhm.
So when I went in, I was talking to Nicole this past weekend and I went in to sign up for the Promptings U. And the system was recognizing me under my old number when I had sent out cards. And it had as the referring party Greener Still, not Jennifer, not Nicole.
Okay,
Yeah, that's something I'm struggling with my husband's account right now. You will probably need to manually call in to customer service. You can ask, I had this happen with somebody, they'd actually only sent a free card under Barb Neiman.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those like sitting in a meeting, but he had no relationship with her or anything. And then he developed a relationship with one of my affiliates. So he thought the whole send out card thing was a great idea. So he wanted to sign up under her, but it kept recognizing Barb Neiman. He had to actually call in, I think, because you can also change your email and sign up under a new email.
Right.
But it was recognizing the old, and he just called into customer service and said, look, I don't really have a relationship with this person. This is who I want to be with. And they took care of it for him.
Okay,
So
So
it
that's-
might just be a phone call.
it sounds like it.
There might also be that might, or that, which I want it to be with you working with Nicole, because I mean, I'm still there. I'm still part of the team, but
Yeah.
I'm not worried about, I mean, they are awesome about doing that kind of stuff, but there also might be I'm trying to think what the name of there's a form that you can change, like, but you're not a orphaned account. So
I think she's gonna need to call in because
Yeah,
she's,
because I
Do you
even
have-
tried to change the email,
yeah.
but it still wouldn't let me do it because my phone number is on the other account.
So what I
and
did
it
is
won't let me
so
change
for,
that.
so for Gary's, I actually put in a different phone number. And then
Uh-huh.
it actually, once the account was created, because it wanted you to verify, like it has a button to verify the phone number. I just
Yep.
went in later and I just changed it and then I just verified it today. Like it didn't let me set up the new account. Like I did a different email, but it, for some reason it was still and it was, I don't know why. His phone number's never been on the account, but it recognized his cell number. So I put in his work phone. He looked at the account the other day and he was like, that's not my phone number. I'm like, it's your office phone. I know you never use it, but it's like a main switchboard number or something.
yeah, I mean, Dawn, and there might be a time when, I mean, we could do like a, what is it? A conference call or something so that, because I probably couldn't call in and say, hey, switch this over.
No,
even
you
though
can't.
Nicole-
Dawn's going to have to do it.
No, Dawn would be
Yeah.
able, to, but if, maybe it would, but I think that's I think you got to go in there and do it that way. I don't know that there's any other way, but it's protecting the account,
Yeah.
it's protecting the downline thing. I mean, I'm complete, it'd be great. I just would love to see what you think about the prompting that, and I'd like to do it myself. I think I probably will now that I figured out what Jordan's been doing. I was like, whoa, that's a great idea. But
I also think I think with their second Wednesday thing that they're going to be doing, I think it's a great way to invite your customers or your clients or potential customers and clients to a live webinar. It's supposed to be the second Wednesday of every month, where it's less than 30 minutes. So they should be starting, I guess, next month. It'll be archived for the people that belong to Prompting You, but you would have a way of inviting these people. So, I mean, a lot of times we're like looking for something creative to offer to our clients or offer to potential customers or something, and then maybe they'll opt in or maybe they won't. But at least it's something out there that maybe they would find of interest and they can opt to watch it live. So that'll be once a month.
I didn't know that. Did they say something about that last night?
No, it was, you know what, it was on those, did you watch all the training calls when that
but
week?
I don't remember that.
It was that Peter guy that when he was talking on Prompting You, and they were talking about the fact that once a month they were going to be offering. So that's what at first I wasn't like, well, how do I market this? What do I do? But then I thought, well, God, that might be kind of an interesting way. You could, I mean, think about that. For a couple of $100 a year to offer that to a business professional for an entire year, you can have, all these different courses. And then you could have the ability to invite your clients or prospects or whatever to something free that just gives them free knowledge. I mean, that's such a huge value. So I think that will be, I don't know, I think it'll be pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. I think there's going to be coaches out there that would be a value to them, because there's other coaches on this.
Right.
You know.
With Jordan being one of them, right? He's got.
Yeah, I think he will be. But there's people other people that have written books and different things out there. So yeah. And then Dawn, for you, do you have people contacts in your old account?
No,
Like, no. Okay, so you just
I
never
mean,
you.
I have contacts from my other businesses, but not, that's where my contacts for my old account were anyway. They were associated with my other businesses.
Yeah, but are they in the old send out card account that you're not really using?
No.
No. Okay. The only thing I was going to say is you could share those contacts into whatever the new account is that you create.
Oh,
The send out card. So if you had some, that's why I was asking.
gotcha.
And the other thing, John, we were talking about is somewhere you've been invited to the official Greener Still group. So try to look for that, because a lot of this information is in there. And I think both Nicole and I've tried to invite you, but I think you're already invited. So you probably it's probably lost in the chain of, or the thread, or you know what I mean, in your notifications. So I will keep putting this stuff out there, and every week we'll just come back if you've got questions or something, or anybody, but I'm gonna kind of, that Wednesday night thing would be great. And that's prompting you, right? That's,
Prompting you. I don't know what time of day it's going to be. I just
Okay.
know it's supposed to be live
okay,
once a month. It's supposed to be less than 30 minutes, I think. So it's not like a big time commitment. I don't know that they've put anything else out there. It's supposed to be the second Wednesday of every month, I believe.
okay. I wrote that down. I'll kind of see if there's anything. I just know for me, the website thing is working so far.
Good.
I don't know, I haven't had a lot of time to do it, and I've sent it to a couple people that I'm hoping they will, because I want to collect emails. But I don't know if anything is going yet, but we'll see, anyway. But
I will say, anybody that you've signed up under the Greener Still Better Way thing or whatever, any customers or anything, if they've purchased, you don't really see that in your back office, which I thought was really odd. And I'm just that A-type personality. I've got a binder where I'm putting every one of my frontline people, all my customers. And so I've been watching for their subscriptions to run, which these people I can all see because they're not in a better way. But any of my new people, like if I know that their subscription ran, but I'm not seeing it, they show, they're tied to me and everything. They just don't show in my orders. And I want to know that their subscription's running, because that's my goal, is to get 10 to 20 people per day over time.
right,
But since we get paid daily, it's like, how awesome would that be to have, even if it was 10 37s, that would be 20 points. That'd be at least a cycle, cycle and a half or whatever. But if you have a mixture of those and you kind of know what your point, I've got it sitting over here, that's why I look over here, but that got it sitting to the side. But I've got a page for each day of the month. I have 2 pages for each day of the month, and I just stick a business card, or if I manufacture a business card. But little side thing, if they're a Better Way person, you're not going to see them.
okay. Well, we'll figure all this stuff out, I guess, as we go, but we'll know. I've got to unfortunately jump on another call.
No,
Beth.
you're fine.
I'm hoping it works. I'm just not into it anymore. Today's
You're
Zoom
fine.
has just ticked me off. Really ticked
All right.
me off. But it's not bad.
All right, ladies.
Thank you.
I'll let you go. Reach
Thank
out
you.
if you need anything. Okay.
I will post this in the group later, I think, because I should be able to retrieve it, I hope. All right,
All right.
we'll see
Bye.
you all later.